one thing unites all humans. We are shit scared to chant Bloody Mary into a mirror. As a result, it has grown to be one of the most well-known urban legends ever. However, not many people are aware of the legend's origins. Elizabeth Bathory was born in near Bathory, Hungary on August 7, 1560. Ever since she was born, she lived the life of someone belonging to a noble family, and young Elizabeth was aware of this status. Some claim that she would subsequently perform horrific deeds with this ability. Witnesses claim that Bathory committed her crimes between 1590 and 1610, with the majority of the brutal killings occurring after the death of her husband in 1604. Early in the 17th century, rumors spread about the Slovakian town of Tren that peasant girls hoping to work as servants at the Kashtasy castle were disappearing. Nobody knew why, but quickly, many residents started accusing Countess Elizabeth Bathory. She was also referred to as the Blood Countess and is still the most famous female serial killer in history. She is supposed to have served as Dracula's model, for which she surely has an imposing resume. Trust us, she deserves it. So believe us when we say you wouldn't want to do anything that would offend Elizabeth Bathory's spirit. She had an unquenchable desire for blood, and because of her enormous fortune, she could get away with it. Even the king owed her money, so you knew her influence. Once she started ruling the town, in her castle, hundreds of girls disappeared. Soon, cannibalism, beatings, strangulations, stabbings that too with needles, and even lacerations from Elizabeth's teeth were reported. She also had a habit of bathing in the blood of her victims, which she allegedly did because she thought their blood would keep her looking young. She had probably already started this brutality once her spouse was still alive. Oh right, her husband. Let us introduce you to Ferenc Nadasdy, a distinguished war hero from Hungary who had battled the Ottomans and gave her the family estate of Akcsi's castle as a wedding gift. After Nadasdy's death in 1604, murders continued unabatedly for 6 years. Bathory began looking elsewhere after using up all the young peasant girls in the nearby community. She started bringing the affluent girls of lesser nobility to his estate by saying they would be taught the arts of court etiquette. However, they were ritually killed rather than given a courtly education. According to an investigation ordered by the King of Hungary, Bathory had been committing crimes that would make the torture shown in Game of Thrones look childish for years. Before submerging in freezing water, some captives would be scorched with extremely hot tongs. Others would be slowly consumed by ants and smeared in honey. Next, one would undergo mutilation, cannibalism, and burning. Finally, the more fortunate ones would simply be beaten until they died. According to witnesses, Bathory's preferred torture technique involved mutilating her victims' bodies and faces with scissors. She allegedly used the tool to remove their genitalia, hands, and noses. On occasion, she would even use scissors to sever the flesh covering the fingers of her victims. The number of girls who died in the Blood Countess's castle cannot be verified. However, it is believed to be more than 650. Bathory, along with 4 female conspirators, was finally arrested on December 30th, 1610. They were put on trial and numerous witnesses testified during the proceedings. The conspirators who helped Elizabeth were beaten and burnt at a stake. But it was agreed that the Countess shouldn't be executed because doing so would damage the nobility's prestige. Instead, it was decided that Elizabeth would spend her final years in solitary confinement in a windowless chamber locked inside the castle. Some claimed to have witnessed her having sex with the devil, and others accused her of being a vampire. Additionally, a witness said she had seen a book that Bathory herself had kept, in which she had listed the names of all her victims. However, nobody else ever managed to track down that book. What are your thoughts about this devil woman? Did she really do all this to her victims? We can only imagine what might happen if shouting Bloody Mary would bring this monster to life. Let us know your answers in the comment section below. See you next time.